welcome to the Vehicle City Sound Music Podcast. This is our Michigan Monday edition, volume Mish 26, episode number 16. Our drop date is Monday, July 20th, 2026. We are coming to you from the Detroit Shirt Company studio. Make sure you see Jim and his team for all your branded clothing and marketing materials needs. It's DetroitShirt.com. I am your host, C. Willie, joined again this week by the lovely and talented
Quarter Peep, guess who we have? You cannot duplicate this guy. He's extra, extra special, and he's a star, Mr. Alan Turner, everybody. Woohoo!
We are so fortunate to have you with us, Sir Alan. Thank you so much to be with us.
It's my honor to be with you guys. You guys are great people.
You know, Alan, you have been with us from the start. You have been a huge supporter of the show. You've offered us a lot of insight, and we wouldn't be here were it not for your help, and we appreciate that very much.
Wow. Hey, Chuck, I'll never forget that first live show we did with you. And I think it was like COVID was going on or something.
It was.
Wasn't it?
It was. That was years ago. That was the first go round with
I had dark hair back then.
You did. So did I. Hey, my friend, you've got a lot going on right now. We're excited to see what's happening. A new album. Tell us all about this. You were supposed to be retiring. You were supposed to be taking a slow ride here, and you can't stop.
Yeah, well, I did that. I took that break, 3 years ago or whatever it was, said I was retiring and had my final show because I'm focused on the Kenny Rogers thing, which I'm still focused doing the Kenny Rogers thing. But, like 3 years or whatever it's been, 2 years, probably 2 years, without writing I just kind of shut it down, wasn't really, you start to kind of get, that
got a little antsy.
Yeah. And I'm watching other friends of mine, like Jackie and now Nico writing songs and, like, wait a minute, I got to get back into the gig, man. So I've started writing, I started doing, actually last year I put out some stuff last year and then the writing just started really coming to me. And I think I'm writing some of the best stuff that I've written and I'm writing from a different perspective than I did when I was doing the Alan Turner thing. I was trying, okay, what song will be good on radio? What am I, I'm going to sing about girls and shorts and beer drinking, and all those are great country songs. But now I'm writing what I want to write, not trying to hope I'm getting some radio play. I'm writing stuff that means something to me.
I'm glad you said that because the 4 songs that we've got here tonight, all new releases, this is a very different Alan Turner.
Yeah,
It is a fresh, sharp, the songs are awesome. What changed in when you started putting these together?
So even like some of the style stuff is a little different. And some of it, So it's like, some of it's a reflection of, I've been for the last 5 years doing this Kenny Rogers show, which is more of a laid back country. And Kenny was a friend of mine. I love Kenny's music and love doing these shows. It's just incredible. Wow. But I got away from kind of my rocking country kind of thing that I would do. And so from a style standpoint, I started kind of writing it back, some of my old roots stuff, Yeah. And then from the perspective of how I'm writing, the kind of songs I'm writing, they're just, they're more reflective, more inspirational, I think, in some ways, and telling stories. And then some of that comes from doing all these Kenny story songs, and it's like, I gotta do a story song. So I've been writing a lot, and I've just had that, I don't know if it's a muse, maybe an angel, whatever, it's talking to me, and as I started writing, a lot of these songs had, if they didn't mention angels in them, there was elements of angels involved in it somehow. It's kind of throughout the album, angels. So that's why I came up with the idea. Got to come up with a title for this album. Call it Entertaining Angels. And I base it on Hebrews chapter 13, verse 12, which is, in the old King James says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers because you might be entertaining angels unaware.
Oh,
And so that's kind of where
oh,
that comes from. And the word entertaining is kind of like, well, we don't really use that language anymore. That's the King James language.
yeah,
We would use words like show hospitality to
sure,
people
sure.
because they may be angels. And the Bible is full of stories of angels appearing as men to help people and that type of thing. So I kind of started running on that theme, and then the album cover is kind of it was my. So I'm a big Rush fan, and
Oh, yeah.
one of the things I love about Rush is like look at their album covers. There was always like a different spin on the title. Like the title meant
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
but there was a couple other meanings to it. So my album covers kind of it's a theater from the outside, and you look. It's on the marquee. It says tonight's performance, one night only. Performing tonight, Michael and Gabriel, who are two angels, right?
Uh-huh.
Entertaining angels, but that's not really what the verse means. It's about being hospitable to
Yeah,
people and
yeah,
showing
yeah.
by that. So it's kind of fun. But I'm having a lot of fun writing these songs and doing this stuff, and it's
Well,
great.
and it's fun, Alan, to see your energy up like this too.
Yeah,
You're into this.
yeah. I
This
really
is
am.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a new lease on life. It's like, and again, it's like I mentioned, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to impress some radio station down in Tennessee. Are they going to play my song? Oh, is it too bro country? I better not. I don't care. I don't care who plays the song. I'm writing what I want to write from my heart. And if it hits people in the way I would hope it would hit them, then maybe something might come of it. But who knows?
That's absolutely awesome.
yeah, I
So
can't wait for this first one. Mm-mm.
the title track to your new album, Entertaining Angels, this is the first one we've got queued up. Give us a little of the backstory on this.
So again, that's the title. So that was one of the last songs I wrote. Actually, it's not the last song because I just wrote one that we rushed and got done. Or actually, Mark's actually mixing it right now. But it's kind of was one of the last songs, and it was when I realized what this album, what the theme, the thread through the album was. I thought, this is all really Hebrews chapter 13. I should really write a song with a story about that. I loved Michael Landon, Highway to Heaven.
Sure,
Those
sure.
those kind of stories. So this is kind of where the imagery is coming from, right? So that's kind of what you get in that.
All right. Let's give this one a listen. This is Alan Turner's Entertaining Angels.
Rain thundered down on a two-lane stretch. My tire blew out and my nerves were a wreck. Pulled off the road with a desperate prayer. Turned my head slow, a stranger was standing there. He said, son, I'll give you a hand, I don't mind. Somehow that tire was fixed in no time. Reached for my wallet, thinking just right. When I turned back, he had disappeared into the rainy night. Could be luck, could be fate, could be heaven stepping in when you're running late. And I hear an old verse whispering low about strangers we meet and never really know. Maybe we're entertaining angels and never even see a little grace in the shadows. When we're down on our knees, could be someone on a roadside, could be someone in the rain, sent to lift a weary heart, or ease a little pain. Yeah, maybe we're entertaining angels, and they're walking right beside you and me. Weeks down the road in a little diner south of Franklin, Tennessee, spotted that same stranger picking up the tab of someone night. No headlights glowing, no engine sound. Just a rush of wind like angels flying close to the ground. Could be luck, could be fate, could be heaven stepping in when you're running late. And I hear that old verse whispering low about strangers we meet and never really know. Maybe we're entertaining angels and never even see a little grace in the shadows when we're down on our knees. Could be someone on a roadside, could be someone in the rain, sent to lift a weary heart or ease our little pain. Yeah, maybe we're entertaining angels and they're walking right beside you and me. So I try to lend a hand to every soul I meet, 'cause maybe heaven's closer than we think, in a kind word or a stranger's wink. Maybe when we choose to care, we're angels too, unaware. Maybe we're entertaining angels, and maybe we're one too, carrying hope for somebody, just trying to make it through. Out in the darkness, a little love on the road, a reminder we ain't walking this long road alone, my son. Yeah, maybe we're entertaining angels every time we choose to see.
Yes,
Hey.
sir. Yes, sir. Alan, it's a very refreshing new sound from you. I
Yeah.
just I love that. And what a great message in that song. There are a number of times that I personally have thought, okay, I'm going to have an interaction with somebody, or you do have an interaction with somebody. And was that placed in front of us? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's just it's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the whole concept of I love the idea of it. I love writing like that. To me, that's where my heart is. So
And
Well,
I definitely feel like there's a lot of layers and meaning to that song. I feel like
Mhm.
it's more personable for you
Yep.
though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
is there a story behind where the concept came from?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, that as I was writing for this album, it was one of the last songs written. So it's like it kind of came out of a lot of the other writing. But like songs like Flesh and Blood that Greg Stryker and I did, which is on this album. And there's three other songs that I wrote with Greg Stryker that are on the album as well. They're just not in the songs that you got. But there's just elements of this doing good to other people thing, and the whole concept, that angels appear as men at times to help people. And sometimes maybe you or I could actually be that angel,
yeah,
that other side of it, right, to somebody else as well, by helping other people. And that Flesh and Blood Bone song, about homeless guy and that type of thing. And one day I was going to the gym and some homeless guy came up to my car and I'm like, this is right after we did the song. And he's like asking for money. He got the cardboard sign and it's like, and I blew him off. And as I walked away, I said, whoa, what a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. I just wrote a song that everybody's praising me about, and I'm blowing off this guy. So I walked back to the car, grabbed my wallet, get every dollar I had in it, and ran the guy down because he'd already went on to some other people or whatever. And I tracked him down. He looked, he was afraid. Like, why am I chasing after him? I said, hey, I do have money here, and I gave it. What a
yeah,
hypocrite. So, I just, doing good for other people is a good thing.
it is. It
Oh,
is. So the new album is Entertaining Angels. We just
yes.
heard the song for that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back with
All right.
Alan Turner.
Okay.
The D, the Motor City, Motown. It's known by these and many other names, but no matter what you call it, the spirit of Detroit is legendary. Detroit has many traditions, from Boblo Island, Farmer Jack, and the Detroit Coney, to iconic automotive brands like Dodge, Jeep, and Mopar. At Detroit Shirt Company, we're celebrating America's comeback city with apparel and accessories. We offer a full line of t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, and other Detroit and Michigan apparel, as well as drinkware, coasters, stickers, and other merchandise. Whether you grew up here or you're a Motor City transplant, you'll find we have something for everyone at Detroit Shirt Company. Are you ready to show your local pride? www.detroitshirt.com. Welcome back to the Vehicle City Sound Michigan Monday podcast. We are with Alan Turner, our dear friend. Alan, we talked about this a little bit before we got started. You have been such an inspiration and such a help to so many up and coming Michigan and outstate artists. What is it about the Michigan music scene that you feel is special and that makes you want to help the way you have?
Yeah, I think especially like Michigan country, because that's where my roots are, right? And I think a lot of times Michigan country across the country has been overlooked. And there's a lot of good artists. I mean, incredible artists. And I know from doing 20 years of it, how hard it is to break it in a market that's more of classic rock market, right? Or Motown, that type of market. Country wasn't, even though we got the probably one of the number one country radio stations in the nation that wins awards all the time.
Yeah.
The Detroit metro area has never really been a solid country market for musicians and artists and stuff. Although we've got it, we certainly do, and there are peaks and valleys of it. But I just had a lot of experience in the peaks and the valleys, and being able to maybe offer some advice or to help people. And it doesn't have to be country; it can be whatever the genre. Blue Sky kind of started out country, and then I kind of really dig her doing classic rock, and now I can't think she's kind of doing country again. I'm not. We all find our way, right? So as you can tell
Well,
from that
and
last song,
our good friend from Detroit Trouble, I know he got in touch with you and you gave him
yeah,
some great advice. And
yeah,
so you have a reputation for being able to put folks on the right track. And I think that's what's unique about the Detroit area, the Michigan music arena, is
mhm.
that everybody helps everybody else.
Yeah, and there are some, and who does that now too is Jackie.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
I
Yes,
kind of
she
helped
does.
Jackie get her bearings and get her started, and now she's kind of doing this, and that's so cool. I kind of, I do feel like as you get away from being the guy that's trying to do it to not doing it as much, I feel like I might be losing some of my influence. I don't know, but certainly things change and people do things differently as time goes on. But I'm always willing to help, always willing to give any kind of advice, always willing to give a lending helping hand if I can, and make some calls for somebody if I can do that. It's to do good to others. It's really why we're here, is to help other people, and that's what it's about.
Well, you will always be Alan Turner, and you will always be the influence that
I
all of us
agree.
need. And
Well,
you have helped us, and we appreciate that. And you've
That's why
helped
you.
a number of entertainers,
Mhm.
and we all appreciate it, sir. We really do.
well, I love you guys, and I love helping people, and that's really what it's about. So,
And that's why you cannot duplicate Mr. Alan Turner. There's only one.
but
Well, we have another one up here queued up, and I really enjoyed this song. The first time I heard it, I've listened to it several
that's awesome.
times, and
Yeah,
this is a great tune. That Dog with No Name,
yeah.
and you mentioned to us this is an actual story.
It is. It's a story. It's a family story that goes back. My grandmother, who and my mom, raised her kids up in Dawson Creek, British Columbia. My mom ended up moving down in the 50s down to Windsor to come over to the United States to go to work for a company called American Motors, if you remember that
Oh,
company.
yes. Oh, yes.
Um, but she came over, and that's how, I was born here in the States, and she met my dad in Windsor, and they got married and moved over. But she was raised up in British Columbia, Dawson Creek, British Columbia. If you know where that's at, that's the beginning of the Alaska Highway, way up in northern British Columbia. But after her father had been killed in a car accident right after World War II, her mother was left to raise 7 kids on her own.
Oh, my.
And she was one day out feeding the cattle, and she slipped, and the bull was about to gore her. And this stray dog that had wandered onto the farm in the days prior grabbed the bull by the ring and saved her life. And it's a true story. The whole story is true. And it's I've been trying to write this song for, I don't know, 15 years. I've been trying to find a way to write it. When I cleared away all the dust and got back into this, it was one of the songs I wanted to write. So I wrote it, and it's got a swampy feel. I do the Kenny Rogers version of Old Red, so there's influence of Old Red in there, kind of a swampy feel to it. But the video, which will come out in the fall when I release the song, actually features my dog, Nashville, who just passed away of old age. But it's an AI video, so it's done by a guy who does motion pictures. The same guy that did the Flesh and Bone video did that video for me, and it's phenomenal. And I can't wait to release. I want to release it now, but it's summer, and it's a wintry thing. So I'm waiting to the fall to release the song. But yeah, it's a true story, and I'll let the listeners hear it and then comment on it, I guess.
All righty. Let's give this one a listen. That Dog with No Name from Alan Turner.
Dawson Creek after the war, a widow working a farm she could barely afford, and giving her all till she was sore. For 7 kids she raised all alone. Winters bite hard in that northern place. You could see it on her weathered face, and watching from a distance was a stray, just looking for scraps in a home. They had a mean old bull with a ring of steel, a temper you could almost feel. She was feeding the cattle after the evening meal when her boots slipped on the ice. Pinned to the ground with no escape, she stared at death in that frozen state. And just when her breath began to break, help came like a flashing light. That dog with no name, skin and bone straight, grabbed that bull by the ring that day, held on tight while she got away. Love showed up in the shape of a stray, saved her life, nothing would be the same. A dog with no name. Stayed around the farm for a good long while, curled up by the stove with a quiet smile, guarded those kids through every mile, like he finally found his place. But one spring morning when the frost turned thin, they woke to find he was gone with the wind. No tracks, no trail, no sign of him, just a memory time couldn't erase. That dog with no name, just skin and bone straight, gave hope to a woman standing all alone in a time when the world fell upside down. He turned her fear into solid ground, a nameless stray, but the legend remains. That dog with no name. God sends help in his own way, and that woman swore till her dying day she saw an angel in that dog's face, a skin and bone straight with no name. That dog with no name, just skin and bone straight, gave hope to a woman standing all alone in a time when the world fell upside down. He turned her fear into solid ground, a nameless stray, but the legend remains. That dog with no name.
A Dog with No Name from Alan Turner. Alan, it's such a refreshing and great sound from you,
Thanks. Yeah.
and the fact that it's a true story, it
Yeah.
makes it even more personal, and what a great thing.
Yeah, yeah, that dog, stayed around for a while and it just kinda disappeared. It ate well. I remember my grandmother saying that dog ate good after that day, and it ate well, but, I kinda made the creative license made she saw an angel in his face type of thing, and but, who knows,
Well,
but
I bet she did. I bet
yeah,
she did. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
no
so
question.
you guys never named that dog. So what would you call the dog? Like dog here or
Yeah,
like
I don't
oh,
really know if they ever named it or what, 'cause I never met it was that was back, like, in the
right,
'40s
right,
or whatever, yeah.
right.
But, I so we just called it a stray, and my mom's been gone now since 2020, and so when I was writing the song, I didn't have her to reference the
Mm.
Yeah.
story again, so I was kinda going by memory, that it was a stray dog, and I remember saying that the dog wandered onto the farm and saved her life, and, it changed everything for that dog's life. That dog lived like a king after that, but and then eventually wandered off or something, or who knows. It's up, Dawson Creek back in the '40s. That's the mountains, the Rocky Mountains up there. That's the wilderness. I mean, there's bears and
It's rugged.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right. That Dog with No Name, that was Alan Turner's latest, and we are gonna take a quick break. We will be
All
right
right.
back after this note.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Vehicle City Sound Michigan Monday podcast. We are with Alan Turner, our good friend. Alan, so we've played a couple of new songs. You've got the new album come out, Entertaining Angels. Is there going to be a tour that's going to support this?
Well, that was the question as I was writing new music and I've get people ask me, "Hey, we love the Kenny thing, but we want to hear some, original music and do that." So we are actually entertaining doing 2 shows this summer right now, and maybe more will come after that, but we're August 1st, we're doing a show in, Richmond, Michigan, out in the country, a thing called Sticklefest. And then, on North Gratiot Cruise, we're gonna appear there at the North Gratiot Cruise on
Oh,
the
super.
26th of September. So we're at least doing 2 shows, and if it feels good, we're gonna do a lot of this original new stuff, and we'll do some Kenny stuff, and we'll do some cover stuff, it's gonna be just a fun, um, entertaining type thing, so
Well, Quarter Peep, I know we were talking about what are we going to do for C. Willie's birthday.
Yeah, yes, it's
I
August
think we
4th.
just found it. I think
Yes,
we
ah,
we
just
do.
did.
awesome, awesome,
All
awesome.
right, Alan. I think we're going to be out there to see you that evening, but we want to let folks know how they can find you. They're going to be hearing all this new music, and
Yeah.
where do folks find Alan Turner?
Well, then go to my website, alanturnermusic.com, but of course you can, Google me, find me, on Spotify, obviously, you know, Amazon, any place where you can get social media, music and stuff, you can find me. So,
All right.
even on jukeboxes here and there. So it's kind of fun.
The next one that we've got queued up, and this is a kind of a unique sound for you,
It's
new
different.
unique song,
Yeah.
Upside Down.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this.
Okay. So here's the story on Upside Down. So I was riding in my car with my, 5-year-old grandson, and it was just him and I, and we were going someplace, and he said, and I was streaming music on the radio, and so he said, "Grandpa, can you play Put Some Miles on It by Kane Brown? That's my favorite song." Sure. So I played it, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, okay. And I say, "Hey, Grayson, I got this new song I just released. It's called Flesh and Bone. You want to hear that?" Okay. And he listened to it, and at the got done, he said, "Well, Grandpa, that's kind of long, and it's kinda, it's like you need to do a song with like a a mix tape rate or mixtape to it or something." I don't know whatever they talk about this song.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, I came home and I was like, "Man, I was kind of, he didn't like my song. He didn't like my song, it was too long." And I'm like, I told Mark Watson, I said, "I'm writing a song that is going to be just that type of song, like that Miles on It song, and for my grandson. I'm writing this song for my grandson, and we'll see if it passes his test." So we did it, and it was, I mean, literally, I mean, the song was like 2 minutes long. And so then we had to do a reprise and add some stuff to it. And I played it for my grandson. Now it's one of his favorite songs. And so he was asking and I haven't released it yet, right? So his mother asked me, he says, where can they're always asking, the kids are always asking to play Upside Down. And it's like, I can't get it. It's like, well, it's not available anywhere yet. So I sent her a MP3 of it, but yeah, so it got his approval. So he
As
just,
long as it passed the mustard with the grandson, you're in good shape.
yeah.
All
And,
right.
and it's definitely different. This is not normal Alan Turner.
And no, it's not, but we love it too. And I
Yeah.
know you all will too. This is Upside Down from Alan Turner.
Every headline feels like chaos. Every street's a battleground. People shouting over nothing, trying to tear each other down. But then you shine a little light, like you're painting up across the town. Flip my whole perspective, turn my world all around. When the good feels wrong and the wrong feels right, you pull me out of darkness and into the light. This world is upside down, nothing turn it all around. Upside down, make a smile from that frown. Upside down, nothing turn it all around. Upside down. People running on empty heartbeats, scrolling through the dark and fear. But you dance like the world ain't broken, like the light's already here. You remind me what matters most, not the noise but the Holy Ghost. Girl, you take all the negative energy and make it into something new. When the truth gets lost and the lies get loud, you lift me high above the crowd. This world is upside down, nothing turn it all around. Upside down, make a smile from that frown. Upside down, nothing turn it all around. Upside down. Maybe we can be the spark, light a fire in the dark. Show the world what love can do if we stand hand in hand. Upside down, love can turn it all around. Upside down. This world is upside down, love can turn it all around. Upside down. Just need some love. Upside down, love can turn it all around. Upside down, upside down, upside down. This world is upside down. Just turn it all around. Upside down. Make a smile from that frown. Upside down, let them turn it all around. Upside down, just need some love. Upside down, let them turn it all around. Upside down, make a smile from that frown. Upside down, let them turn it all around. Upside down.
I think it's so cool, Alan, to hear you doing different things.
Yeah, it is neat, huh?
Grandson's got to approve of that.
Oh yeah, he absolutely loves it. And it's, it's the upside down. I've been walking around for years saying, man, the world is just upside down. What's going on is just crazy. And I kind of approach things from a Christian worldview when I look at the world and the way things are. But anybody could take this song, whether you're on the opposite side of me, and probably would agree it's upside down from your
No
perspective.
doubt.
From my perspective, the world is upside down. It's just things aren't right.
No, they're
So,
not. They're not. And we need to change that. And
Yeah.
music like that will certainly help.
And that was fun. Like you said, it was refreshing. It's different, but I just feel like that could be something new that you
Yeah.
could use for a while. Like there's
Yeah.
another tube.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely different. And, Mark Watson and I the last couple of albums or this album, the album before, I've really, it's Mark Watson's been my producer.
Yeah.
For those who don't know Mark Watson, he's my music director in my band. He's been with me now for about 5 or 6 years. And when I started working with him, I was kind of nervous about working with Mark in the beginning because I've listened to his stuff and it all sounds like the Beatles to me because that's what he loves, the Beatles. And I thought, and I think there was like one of the first tracks we did, not on this album, but the album before. It's like, man, I sound like the Beatles. You gotta, yeah, But once we kind of, and he knows my voice and he knows all the things that are different. And even in this album, I used a pretty good sense of my range in this album on
Oh,
some of
no
these songs.
question. Yeah, you
And
can hear that.
there's some other songs coming out where I'm really pushing my range. And so for him, it's kind of like really refreshing to be able to work with that and to be able to do things. And he's just an incredible musician and he's a great producer, incredible producer. I've worked with a lot of cats in Nashville. I've worked with, other people in Michigan and I've really come to this point. It's like, Mark's the only guy I want to work with on
There you go.
recording because he
Yeah.
really, he knows what I'm looking for and what I'm trying to accomplish. And he's just an incredible artist.
All right.
Mm.
Well, folks, our Vehicle City Sound podcast, we generally do 3 songs with each
Mhm.
artist, but this is Alan Turner.
Hey,
And so we are giving a bonus track today. And this is another absolutely beautiful song, Forever Friends. Would you tell us a little bit about this one, Alan?
yeah. So Forever Friends was my through the years. I wrote that, doing all the
Yeah.
Kenny stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of I wanted to write a song to honor my relationship with my wife. We'll be married on July 26th, 40 years. Been together
All
longer than
right.
40 years. We got 5 kids and 13 grandkids, and we've seen it all in a marriage, as a marriages do, the ups and downs and the struggles and the mountaintops and all that stuff. We've seen it all. And it's just an incredible relationship we have. And I absolutely adore her and love her. And I wanted to write a song that really just honored our relationship, honored her.
Mm.
And this would be through the years was my intent when I went and wrote it. So we got Forever Friends.
Well, and folks, we've been fortunate enough to meet them both and be with them both at a number of functions. And it's very true. This is the relationship that everybody wants. This is Forever Friends from Alan Turner.
We were young and barely ready, just 2 hearts chasing a dream. Didn't know where life would take us, or what a family really means. Through the storms and all the heartache, through the laughter and the tears, you've been my steady hand to hold for more than 40 years. There were nights we prayed for mercy, days we leaned on faith alone. Times the world felt heavy on us, but we never faced it on our own. God was building something stronger, something time could never bend. And every trial just proved again, you're my love and closest friend. Forever friends, more than just lovers. Forever friends, hand in hand together. By the grace of God, our hearts will always mend. We're more than just lovers. Forever friends. forever friends, more than just lovers, forever friends, hand in hand together. By His grace, our love will never, ever end. We're more than just lovers, forever friends. Yeah, by the grace of God, forever friend.
Oh,
Forever Friends from Alan Turner. Alan, there is some dust in my studio right now.
yeah. That just encapsulates not just a love story, but just a long relationship, longevity. You
Mm,
know, that is
yeah.
beautiful. Okay,
Yeah.
so what is
Thank
the
you.
wife I need to know.
Okay. That
What is the wife thing when she heard it, and what did she say? What did she think?
Well, I knew I did good because so when I was writing it, when I write, I sit down on my piano and I plunk out the melody, kind of thinking what I'm coming up with here and where I'm going with it. And so she was hearing, I was singing the melody around the house. She's like, "What are you singing? What is that about?" It's nothing. It's nothing. So it was. I was trying to get it done for her birthday, which was April 4th, which we did get it done in time for her birthday. So I was like a week before her birthday, I had the song and I'm riding in the car and I'm like, I can't not play this song I've got to play this song for her. So I played the song for her, and to make my wife cry, I think I did pretty good because she started crying.
Good for
So,
you. Good
yeah,
for you, boss.
but so
Hey,
yeah,
Alan, thank you so much for sharing all this with us tonight. We absolutely adore you. You have been such a champion of what we're doing, and we appreciate that so much. And thank you for sharing everything you did tonight.
I'm glad to be a part of your show. Thank you for having me on. I mean, there's probably a ton more better people you can have on the
Oh
show.
no.
But
Oh no.
making a little time for this old timer to come on here and talk to you. But I really appreciate all you guys do. What you're doing is what I love that you're exposing people to other people's music, and it's a great thing. And well deserved to be nominated for the Josie Awards and stuff.
Well, and
And
you too, sir. You too,
well,
sir. Are you going to
I'm
be down
looking.
there?
We are going to do it. Yes, we're in Pennsylvania the night before the show, so it's like we can't be down there for the party that you throw, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll probably get there mid-afternoon or something. I don't know how we're doing it. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Might leave super early in the morning on that morning, that Sunday or whatever it is, and drive. It's 9 hours from where we're going to be in
Yeah. Yeah.
Pennsylvania for.
Yeah.
We got a show up in Pennsylvania, and so, but we're going to be there. We're
Well,
going to be there.
we will see you on the red carpet, and
Yeah, for sure.
we are looking forward to that very much. And congratulations on your nomination as well.
Well, thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, Quarter Peep, who do we have coming up next?
Yes, we have Love Planet.
We
Woohoo!
are looking
Oh,
forward to
man.
that. Another great performers. We appreciate Alan Turner joining us tonight. Alan, thank you again.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, everybody out there, thank you for your support. We couldn't do this without all of you. If you know more folks like Alan Turner that you want us to be talking to, give us a note. vehiclecitysound@gmail.com is how you can get in touch with us. And if you want to know where we're going to be, when we're going to be down there at the Josie Music Awards, vehiclecitysound.com. That is the website that's got all of our information on it. We had a great time tonight. Thank you again, Alan. And folks, do good things.
Yeah. Do good.